We're taking it on the road.
Yeah, have you been recording for the minute? That's good. That's really good. You are now?
Yeah.
See what I have to put up with, Neeve?
I always start recording and tell them eventually to get the natural.
So when did you start recording?
About 2 minutes ago. No, about a minute. About a minute ago.
We have to know. Well, I have to know anyway.
Well,
because I can't say welcome if you've been recording for 5 minutes.
No, you're fine. You
hang on,
can go like. See where my hand is. You're fine.
Right, can we go now? Welcome to the Moho session. Maybe the last one. Maybe not. Hopefully not. They might have a few more somewhere. British Country Music Festival. Beth Nielsen Chapman has just played, and she was a bit good, wasn't she?
She was very good. Very, very good.
Bit good. And I also love Ruth Trimble. She's also an amazing artist in her own right. I saw her play many, many moons ago. And I'm sitting here with the beautiful Neeve Zahra, who...
Hello.
I'd say opened, but she co-opened. Is that even a word? Co-opened?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Co-opened the show today at 12 o'clock with the Live Girls, with Siobhan Maher-Kennedy, Alana...
I know as St. Catherine's Child.
That's best pronounced because I can't pronounce her surname. I'm sorry. Ellen O'Neilly.
We'll dub it in.
And you... That was a beautiful songwriter round this morning.
It was special. I've played songwriters rounds before, but that one felt really, really special. When I was sat in my seat and watching everybody else perform, I was like, this is amazing. I'd love to be watching this from out there.
But it was I think watching it, I would have loved to have been up there to be part of it.
Yeah, it
that
was
must
special.
have been incredible to be sitting up there and because it was just there's special songwriters rounds, and that's one of them because it was just beautiful. And then when you sang "Love Can Build a Bridge," you all harmonised so well together.
We've never sung that before. We sang it in soundcheck,
just prose.
It's
prose.
It's my favourite. To harmonise with them was it sounds actually good.
Was it as a young artist to see people like Beth Nielsen Chapman and to see people like Siobhan Maher-Kennedy, who is kind of the mother hen of everyone, kind of an experience to learn from? What's it like for you to be a part of that? Do you take lessons from them as artists to bring into your own work, or what do you take from them when you see?
Yeah, they're a massive inspiration. I have lots of inspirations like Dolly and everybody, but people like Siobhan, just so real and so nice. She doesn't have to give us a step up, but she does, and she does it really gracefully. She doesn't go oh, I know this person, I can do this. She sneakily does it and gives you a little lift up, and I think she's amazing.
And the Live Girls, I think, because obviously I'm voice for women, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I do love a good old female collective.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you mean? Yeah.
You're biased.
No, but I think it is. I think in the music industry particularly, you do need to have genuine supportive environments in order to develop and grow, make mistakes and not worry about them, and stop comparing yourself to somebody who you want to be so that you can actually develop, grow and be yourself as you are, and not try and get lost and all the kind of stuff that you can get lost in.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Write Like a Girl and Live Girls and all these collectives, that's what they do, and I think that's so important.
Yeah, because it could easily get a bit comparing yourself to others in around, because someone goes before you and you're oh my god, they're amazing, and you still feel they're amazing. Everyone today, I was a bit nervous to play it because they were amazing, but they give you the support as well, which then gives you the confidence. But it's all about the people that support you and you're playing with.
I think that's each and every one of you had a unique and different voice.
Different same vibe but different vibes.
And I think that's what made it even more special.
Yeah.
Do you know, you all had your different unique style. And then you sang the fun song, which we all partied at, and then St. Catherine's Child sang the dad song, and we all cried at it.
Yeah.
And then Siobhan, obviously, she doesn't write her own songs or anything like that, but the amount of experience and knowledge that woman possesses.
And the stories that she can tell is amazing.
She needs to write a book.
think she does. Yeah, and she's just become a grandma. So that's another little, yeah.
Another note to her both. And Ellen and Ellie as well. Like just it was just what around and what starts the day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Neeve Zahra and her definition, because we've obviously at the British Country Music Festival. You are a female British country artist.
Yes.
So what brought you specifically to country as opposed to pop or rock or R&B? What was it particular about country that you thought, oh, that's what I want to be, that's the avenue I want to go down?
Yeah, so I've not known for like, some people say I want to be a singer from like birth. Like I could sing my whole life. I don't think I could sing my whole life. And no one in my family can play music, but my granddad has every single instrument you can imagine. He's got all the gear, no idea, can't play any of them. But he showed me every single music that I love, like Motown, everything. But he showed me Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt and Emmylou Harris, their trio. And then I was like, I love this. And then I fell in love with Dolly, and that I was like, oh, I have a little vibrato like that. And then that's the avenue that I
That's
love.
quite the trio to, quite a female trio. See that female trio right there? Yeah, that's quite the female trio to go down. And what is because we've been talking about country music, and I suppose because you're within the UK, I don't know if you've noticed or even seen any of the discussion or the negative discussion around British country music, which nobody likes. But like, how do you as a British country artist see that when you're trying to make it? Well, how does that make you feel, and what would you like to see happen within British country music so that it grows within a global audience?
Yeah, I mean, it's like when I went to Lainey Wilson the other week. There's so many people in Manchester that love country music, and I'm like, I make country music, please listen to my music. It's like today I'm giving out little goodie bags for free, just giving them out with my QR code, because there's so many people that like country music, and it's so frustrating because you're making it and you're not so far away in Nashville. You don't have to go to Nashville or wait till they come round in a few years' time. Like, you can come and you can support the artists that are here right now. And there's so many people making amazing music right now in UK country music. I just think we need to spread the word. And yeah, if we spread the word so much, then I think it really could happen. I mean, country music's becoming massive right now anyway. People just need to know that it's not just American artists, that UK are doing their thing as well.
What would you say, because you're coming at it from a different perspective, what do you think makes people take a dislike to British country? Because there is for some whatever reason, like, I don't always like talking about it, but there is for some reason a strong dislike in some areas to British country, just British country.
No, yeah,
for some
there
reason
definitely is.
Like,
yeah.
it stops artists like at a level, and they just, they just seem to hit that brick constantly. What do you think it is about that causes that? Because I just don't understand it.
I mean, like, for me, sometimes it's like, I don't understand, because I love country music and I love the British country music as well that people are bringing out. But the only thing I can think of is maybe they like country music with like the fantasy of like cowboys and like the trucks that we don't have here in the UK. But I don't know. I think it's just associated with America and Nashville. But we can still do it over here. Just not without, we don't have trucks and cowboys, but
we have emotions and stories and feelings.
Fiat 500s. But we can't really.
And Fiat.
I mean, we can't make.
No, that's a song now, right there. Fiat 500.
I think that could be.
You need to write that song now.
Try and get sponsorship. We'll send it to.
I need to send it to him on sponsorship.
Yeah, I mean,
500.
Maybe not as cool, but we're making cool music, so.
But I think because I do love all music. I just love music. Music, a good song is a good song. Like, you can, irrespective of genre.
Yeah.
And I do think genre adds difficulty to a lot of things when artists are coming in, because you obviously, when you're Spotify, you have to box yourself.
Yeah.
As an artist,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I think that's difficult in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, I released one single and I was sitting there for like 2 hours trying to go, what genre am I? I don't know what genre I am. I can't
I know,
pick a
like,
genre.
Folk,
I can't.
Americana, country, pop, like...
Maybe they should just get rid. I think we should just ban genres.
Yeah, just be your own artist.
What do you think, Dodie? Are you just agreeing with me?
Complimenting you.
No, do you think you should? Aye. Has it happened? Does it happen? No, I think like maybe just have different, because it's music, so it could be all under a different bracket. So it doesn't you don't have to box it so much, because I do think that causes problems.
Yeah.
I do. Like when artists are messaging radio and stuff. I mean, that's a tough nut to crack as well. Like you're an independent artist, so you don't
yeah.
just create the song and record the song. Then you have to market the song,
Email it out
email
to
20 million
everyone.
people, and 5 might get back to you. And then you have to like promote it. And
Yeah. You have to
get
be
your numbers up,
good at
and then
everything.
apply for festivals.
It's a lot.
And
Then you're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? But then things like today happen, and then you're like, this is why I do this.
how important do you think festivals like the British Country Music Festival are to, I suppose, British country? And like, there's so many closing down, unfortunately,
I know.
which is a sad state of affairs. And I wish there was something that could be done about that. But as an artist, how important are festivals for you in your career?
Really important, especially the country music ones, because I know that everyone in the room at least likes country music, if not loves it. And that's like the genre that I'm in and that I sing, so I know that I can maybe win over a few people, and everyone's in the room that loves the same music as you, so it's always fun even if you're not playing. You just go, you're like, oh, this is fun. And you get to see other artists. I would have loved to see like Twinny last night. I couldn't make it for the whole weekend, but yeah.
There's Dodie, how was 20?
As mental as ever. But brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, she put on an amazing show. Like she is like, she engages the crowd like no other artist I know. Like,
Yeah.
she totally.
Like she's a big inspiration for me as well. Like she played the Opry. That's like my up there dream to play the Opry. And to see like a British...
That's a hashtag we could start.
Please,
Hashtag
Get Neeve.
Neeve Zahra for the Opry.
get me to the Opry.
Get that hashtag in.
Get 500 at the Opry.
Yes,
I'll
feel
do
that.
I will write the song.
That could be your song for the
I
Opry.
will
There
write
you go,
it.
right? You need to write it now.
And then
change
people
it.
will be like, what is she singing about? In America, they'll be like, what is a Fiat 500? They'll be like, what is she singing about?
They always talk about tailgates and stuff, so you could just talk about your Fiat 500.
Yeah, I don't even have a Fiat 500. But I just...
So why did you bring up
Gotta manifest it.
Maybe you need to put a Fiat 500 on your t-shirt now, just
I know,
the sheer...
but I feel like a Fiat 500 is like the it girl car. I've got a Corsa, not as cool.
What
I
is
think
that
it's
called then?
Because Fiat 500 actually does sound like a song title. It just sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Fiat 500 does
That's a
sound
nice
like
single.
something like, in my Fiat 500.
Right, I'm going to make the song and then we're going to come back for like 10-year anniversary of this interview and I'm going
Fiat 500.
to have the
So
song.
then if you
singing
had,
it.
in my Corsa, or in my Toyota, no, Fiat 500. See? It sounds better. See? He's not. Speaking of singing, is there a guitar solo there? Do you
Yeah,
mind
there is.
singing as a song?
I'll sing a song.
There's a guitar over there. Oh, here's one we made earlier.
It's been played by quite a few people, hasn't it?
It has been played by
Yeah.
quite
Tyler Moss, Eddie Smith,
And
Nathan
then to sing it.
Leeser.
Nathan Liz, yeah.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if it's still in tune, but you can.
Oh, it's silly tune.
It's quite good. That has lasted because it's been in and out of that case the last 3 days.
Well, Will doesn't play it.
Will does not. Will does not play guitars of all the guitars he
I'm
has.
surprised this one's not been signed as well. Every guitar I've seen today has like been signed to the max. So, what would you like to sing? One of mine or a cover? I wish it's not there yet. It's not there.
Every time I see you now, that's what I'm going to be doing. Whatever you feel, my dear. I would do sometimes request, but whatever your heart desires.
Okay. Is there a capo?
No.
Oh,
Will was supposed to get camera, but he hasn't got camera.
is there not one in the... No?
No.
Well,
We
isn't
can
he-
work with that.
Isn't he naughty then?
Not
It's
even a
not
pick.
capo.
No, he didn't go and pick. No. We had this
No.
yesterday.
Oh well.
Okay, we can work without. Might be a bit low, but this is one of mine. It's called.
Is that getting in your way?
No, I love it.
Okay, that's fine.
This is one of mine. It's called What Did I Miss? And it's my latest single. It's going to be a bit lower. I'm going to countrify it up, but...
Feels like I'm not good enough. Been thinking, when will I love? 'Cause I can't be saved by a perfect kiss. I can't be lost, 'cause I've never been. But it's just me and my dreams that come between us. And I always knew that's how you leave. But what did I say? What did I do that makes it all come back to me? And I lose and you win. Now I'm stuck here in my ways, thinking about the days where it wasn't like this. Ooh, what did I miss? Feels like I'm swimming on the water, and I can't breathe. You'd say, am I right? And I'd say I'm fine, 'cause that's just me. Whoa, what did I say? What did I do that makes it all come back to me? And I lose and you win. Now I'm stuck here in my ways, thinking about the days where it wasn't like this. Hell, what did I miss? Did I miss a conversation where everything is lost? When you're talking to me like a little kid, and I still give you what you want, but it wasn't me, so who's gonna prove it? 'Cause when the war starts, I'm gonna lose it. But what did I say? What did I do that makes it all come back to me? And I lose, and you win. Now I'm stuck here in my ways, thinking about the days where it wasn't like this. Ooh, what did I miss?
That didn't sound so low.
Yeah, it was.
Is that very low? You've got a kind of soprano voice, haven't you?
It's got like an in-between.
Mezzo soprano.
That one. You're fancy, girl.
That's why I say I'm a mezzo soprano. Yeah, that was nice, but it was gorgeous.
But nice guitar.
Oh, Will has
40, I think.
sorry, 40?
Yeah, 40.
At least.
50 million or something.
And that's just guitars, I think he's got other.
Really nice though.
He's got very nice guitars.
You
He's
keep it.
Gretsch's and Bobby
Songs,
Gibson's, and
good.
he has Katie Hurt's guitar that she wrote songs on.
Oh, really?
First guitar that she sold. And Megan Lee's.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, Will Hope is a British country.
If you need to sell a
museum.
guitar, I'll get in touch with Will because he'll be like,
It's starting the British Country Music Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
effectively, in pounds.
Yeah.
Someone needs to make it, and then he'll like
Well, I think that seriously does need to happen, because I don't know if Will would let go of all his merch though to another place. I think he'd have to do it in his house, because
he could make like a British country music museum.
he's kind of doing that. Like you can see that he's got some CDs on, like, you know, the plastic.
Yeah.
Cut, you know, I can't even think of it. I've lost the plot. And he's got CDs on it, and then he's got guitars hung up and stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's doing. Like, and he doesn't play one guitar.
He's got him. Is that my granddad? Oh, no
Maybe you
idea.
could teach him.
I could, for sure.
You might not. There we go. There we go. Well, hope you're watching this now. Neeve Zahra's going to teach you how to play guitar. Get on it. You supported or played with or were in the same lineup as Robin Red
Yes.
and who else was in that lineup?
as he leaves the room.
Robin Red. My mind's gone
There
blank.
was Robin Red, and there was some other girl. I can't remember the name of them. I can't remember the name.
My mind's gone.
Dodie will know when he comes back in the room.
But we asked Dodie. Dodie has
Yeah.
vanished in our
Dodie!
mention Robin Red.
We're talking about Robin
Dodie!
Red.
We're talking about the gig that Neve did with
Oh,
Robin
yes.
Red in King Tut's,
Yes.
which is the venue that Oasis, who have just reunited, played.
I didn't get tickets.
Did you know? Did you want them?
I did, to be fair.
Oh.
I'm a Mancunian.
Ah.
I wanted to see Oasis, but you know what? It's like, I'd rather, like, I'm not that good, but I would have liked.
So you're kind of gutted.
Kind of gutted, but it's not the end of the world.
Who was on that lineup? On that gig?
Neve,
Neve, Robin, and
Erin Ponsonby,
that's right.
and
And the name we can't remember.
Leah.
Oh look,
You can talk.
good old mum. You can't talk.
Lucy. That's
Lucy
Lucy
what?
Tate.
Lucy
Yeah.
T. That's it. The reason I picked this up is because you're probably part of the younger female artists that are coming through.
Yeah.
And what a lineup that sounded like. The young artists that are coming up and learning through experience and stuff. And like, what was that night like? Because I unfortunately couldn't be able to be there.
It wasn't long enough.
Was it not?
No.
It was so good. It was really good. The room was packed, like, could not move. And yeah, I went on just before Robin and played with Drew, my guitarist, and it was really good. Got a really good reception from it. So yeah, I've played there before. I do like backing vocals for another band, so I didn't play there myself before that date, but it was nice to play my music to some country music fans.
Another band? Is that like a...
So it's not like my band. He's called Ben Walker. I have
Ah.
Rub a Little Dirt on it, my single.
Yes.
It's with him. But I sing some backing vocals in his band, which is a different vibe. It's like indie, but yeah, I'm just in the background for that one.
How cool.
Yeah, it's cool to like have the different vibes, and like me as in my project, I'm like the front woman, and I have to like speak and write the songs. But with Ben's band, it's nice to actually just play my tambourine and have a dance at the back.
Was it your first headline gig, first full band gig?
So
So
I
the
did,
gig you did it sold out, I think.
yeah.
Didn't it?
That was like my second headline show. My first one was like an EP launch a couple of years ago, and then this last one was at Wax and Beans, and yeah, it sold out, and it was really good night. I like really enjoyed it. It was like super intimate. I just played with Drew again, so it wasn't full band, but it's like a record store if you haven't been. And we had seating, and it was packed, so really enjoyed it.
What's it like to sell out a gig?
That's like my first time selling out, and it's a bit like, really, have I done that? Like, and so you can see the tickets come in like on your phone, and you're like, I always get not weirded out, but when you don't know the name of the person, because I always expect everyone that's coming to gig will be like family or friends, and then when it comes up and people actually like your music and they're coming to your gig because they don't know you but they like your music is really cool, and it's like starting to get to that phase now.
See, you're like, and I'm sitting thinking here, you're like one of the big up and comers because your voice is pure and beautiful. Because I remember seeing you at the live in the living room, and you couldn't get a more different round if you tried. I think you were on with Luke Edney and
Finn
Pearson.
Yeah.
So it's like Luke Edney with it.
Yeah.
Finn Pearson. Yeah.
That's some saying up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Finn Pearson, he's like a pure soft vocalist.
Super country.
And
yeah.
then beautiful female vocalist. Like it was you couldn't, that was versatile round, the most versatile round you could
It was.
you could
Yeah.
imagine in all your life. But it was such a good round in many ways because you were all so different.
Yeah, I think it's exciting when it's like
Yeah.
that as well, because you're like, oh, so I'm going to get this vibe from this person and we're going to switch it up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you couldn't kind of like it wasn't like you were all doing songs of similar themes, you were all doing your own stuff, and it was just really interesting. But then Finn, which I kind of like, he said, oh, I can't follow that because I don't have a voice or something like that. He put himself down completely, and I was just like, you do have a voice. You sing.
Yeah.
You write songs. Shut it. Yeah. Luke Edney's completely different. He's got like grit, and he's got like. I mean, that's him. I says his voice is pure and soft. I says you'll find an audience for that, and Luke will find an audience for his.
Yeah.
I says so. Don't do that. And he's like, all right. And he sent me a message afterwards saying thanks. But I think that's like doing voice of a woman. Like it's got many layers, but vocally. There's so many different female voices.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Powerhouse, or Wailers are called, or Banshees is the other name for them. And then you have like the pure soft vocals, and then the easy listening, and it's just interesting to kind of like, not compare, it's just the quality and the tones of all the different vocalists that all make up a singer, and the songs and different things, and that's just, it always really intrigues me.
Yeah.
And your vocal to me is probably one of the purest.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
And there's just like the quality and tone. It's just, yeah, it's exciting. So, what does Neeve Zahra? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? What is your vision for Neeve Zahra, British female country artist?
So.
Big question, I know, but just.
So I'm a dreamer. So
Hey, go on you go, love. You mentioned the Opry. That's the big.
So that's like a dream. Don't know in 5 years' time, but we're gonna manifest it. I'd love to be touring, do a tour. I'd love to play somewhere like the Opry. Keep just ticking things off my bucket list. Support. I would just love to go on tour and support like an amazing like big artist and get introduced to a lot of new people. Have been to Nashville a few times in 5 years, and just keep having fun and writing songs. Fiat 500 might be written.
You
by then.
and me in the Fiat 500.
I should never have said Fiat 500. I'm regretting
You're
it.
not gonna understand
I might have to write this song myself because I'm feeling this Fiat 500 now. It's really cool. I think we're going to go on to a bit of a fun game.
Oh yeah.
It's called This or That. So it's just a choice between two different things.
Okay.
Or similar things, depending. So we'll start with love or money.
Love.
Mum or dad. Sorry, I just said that because Mum's in the room, just to be fun. You can say mad or you can say joining them.
Both.
You know, Mum and dad. Yeah,
Both.
you can say. That's fine.
I'm joking. I love both.
We don't cut this.
When Mum said no, did you used to sneak off to dad? And get a yes. When you were younger.
No, Mum would just be like, go
and ask dad.
Go and ask dad. I'd be like, can I have a dog? And she'd be like, go and ask dad. He'd probably say no, but then I'd be like, please. And he'd be like, yeah. That's how it happened twice.
Are you definitely daddy's girl? Because I always say that. Daddy's girl. So you're daddy's girl or mummy's girl? Don't know why I've got into this, but I have.
I'm probably both, but I'm definitely like a bit more musical.
Hey! I know I'm not going into this and that, but I'm going to ask him. Is your mum like your mummager?
Yeah, but a cool one.
Anyway, we'll go back to this or that now. So I just want to do anything. Singing or guitar?
Ooh, singing. I love playing guitar, but if I had to lose one for my whole life, I'd lose guitar because I just love to sing so much.
A lot of people say that actually. Okay, cool. And I've mentioned it many times that singing is the most original instrument you have.
Yeah.
So let's go. The arena stage. Have you seen the arena stage?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
I can't
closed.
ask you that question then.
I think it's closed today.
I was going to ask you the Empress Ballroom or the arena stage, but if you haven't been in the arena stage, you don't know what it's like.
I'll say that.
So I can't ask you. But I'll ask you beer or whiskey. Even more.
Whiskey. I don't like beer at all. I mean, I don't really like whiskey, but out of the two.
Cowboys or cowgirls?
Cowgirls are cooler, for sure.
Yay! Fiat 500s or courses?
I'm gonna say courses. I've got a Corsa. I did say Fiat 500 before, but I think courses are more.
Okay, if these are hard, I'm sorry, but it's just
No, I love
it's
this.
just to gauge where your where the love of your own songs are from. What did I miss, or rub a little dirt on it?
Rub a little dirt on it.
Ooh, what are you rubbing a little dirt on?
I don't know.
Anyway, step right over. No, it's just rubbing a little dirt. What are you rubbing a little dirt on? It's a good question. We're all laughing.
Down.
Dirty Linda.
What are you rubbing a little dirt on? Right, moving on. You're all dirty minded, that's what it is. Step right over or country kind of love.
Step right over.
The way I need you or because I love you.
The way I need you.
These aren't hard at all. Not in the slightest. You and Me or Beverly's song.
Ooh. It's because I'm proud of them both, but I just wouldn't play them anymore. Probably.
You said that extremely diplomatically there, Neeve. Extremely diplomatically.
Probably
I love
Beverly's
the
song. I would prefer Beverly's song probably.
Love Me or Spotlight.
Love Me.
What was the song you won the competition with?
Love Me.
So
That one
holds
has
a
like
special place to your heart.
that's the only song I've ever wrote like in 10 minutes, and it was just I felt like that song was like made for me. So I love that one.
So, talk about Bob Harris.
Yes.
Gush about him.
No, my favourite. It's like this or Nashville. I just love to speak about it. I'm getting this balloon all in your face.
I know. Wait a minute. I'm going to move it.
But
Don't move it. Don't move it. Come over here beside me. Look.
near my house is a venue called the Bowden Rooms, and at the time, my friend used to manage it, run it. I've done a lot of like support gigs in there, and I noticed that Bob Harris was coming to do a Q&A talking about like the Beatles and stuff. So I was gonna go, but then a few days before I realised I'm not gonna be able to go because I had a gig and had to prioritise that. So I text my friend and said, "Is there any way that you could pass on my CD to Bob Harris?" And he was like, "Well, what time are you available today?" And I was like, "I'm only available till 4. He was like, "Come down." And he's coming to do like a sound check. Come down and meet him. So went down, met him. He was the loveliest person. Like had all the time in the world for me. Passed him my CD, which was Country Kind of Love. And then I don't think he had a CD player, so he must have listened to Step Right Over, which he played. But I didn't realise. I wasn't even thinking about, oh, please play me on the radio. I never said anything like that. I just was like, here's my CD. And then Siobhan texted me on the Thursday after and was like, at like tea time, and was like, you do know that you're being played on BBC Radio 2 tonight? And I was like, no. I was like, how am I meant to know? Like, no one's told me. And then, I looked on the list and I was being played. I was like, oh no, I would have missed it. But yeah, I think she'd saw my picture with him and been speaking to Bob and said, oh, like, I know Neeve And then, yeah, that's how it happened.
Because he was very complimentary about it.
Yeah.
A few times.
He
Which
was.
is, that's pretty something now.
It's-
That's not any mean feat. That's a CV
Yeah.
point.
It was, like I said when I was on stage, it was one of my dreams to be played on BBC Radio 2 by Bob Harris. I listened to that radio station all the time with him on it. So, yeah, it was amazing. I just couldn't stop speaking about it for weeks.
I'm not surprised.
Even now.
But like that is like being played on Bob Harris. Like Bob Harris is like like when I look at Bob Harris, it's like he's got so much knowledge and love and passion for country music.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any airs or graces. He's not like one of these legends you can't approach or talk to or speak to.
No, it
He's
didn't
just,
feel like that.
he's like just so humble and doesn't realise probably the effect or like, you know, he's just like a grandpa or something. You just sit
yeah,
down and chat with him and just
I know
talk
what you
about,
mean.
you know, everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's just like, he's not. It's quite nice to see that within the music industry, someone like that being looked up to like that, because he like thoroughly deserves it, because he's just a gentleman,
100%. He's a legend.
a total legend.
He spoke to literally everyone that I would have ever wanted to speak to, ever would want to have met. He's met them. I would love to be like inside his head. You know what? The stories that
I'd
he
love
knows.
to have the experience he has.
I know. Like when I'm following him on Instagram, and every time he puts a picture up with like Casey Musgraves or Dolly, I'm like, oh, you're living my life that I want to.
If you could have a magic wand, you wave it, you go, I'm going to do a headline show with
Dolly Parton.
There you go. That was quick.
Dolly Parton or Casey Musgraves, but Dolly.
Or both.
Both would be amazing.
I'm sure Dolly and Casey know each other.
They do. They definitely.
I'm sure they've crossed paths.
Yes. Have you seen their cover that they do together of Here You Come Again?
No, but I shall have to look that up.
It's amazing.
I shall have to look that up. That sounds pretty.
It's pretty insane.
Okay, some more fun questions. If you could choose any superpower to have,
Mm-hmm.
what would it be and why?
Time travel.
Ooh.
Because there's so many things, like music-wise, I would love to go back. I would love to go back to the 60s, watch the Beatles. Time travel is just the best. I mean, I probably wouldn't like to go to... I mean, the future doesn't really, like...
You wouldn't want to
bother
travel
me.
to see what your music career looks like in 10 years' time?
No, I'd just like to go with the flow. I think that would scare me. But I would love to go back and just... Yeah. And also maybe be able to be in the right place at the right time. Do you know what I mean? If you could. If you could. Or like meet someone that before they're famous and then be like, I'm going to be friends with you.
That's a movie now, actually, isn't it? If you had a dinner party, you were having a dinner party, you could invite anyone you wanted, dead or alive. There's no, you don't have to. I won't restrict you to a set number, so you can.
Oh, I could go dark with this, but I'm just going to go.
Go as dark as you want.
No, because I feel like it could be bad. But
I'm intrigued now.
I'm not going to say it.
Now.
I'm not
Do
going
you know, Mum? Do you know? Oh, I'm intrigued now.
No, I'm not going to say it, but I'll tell you after.
Okay, yeah.
But,
you can whisper it with the cameras off.
Well, Dolly, for sure. John Lennon. Probably John Lennon and Paul McCartney, because I'd love to see them together. It's basically just all my inspirations. It's like Casey Musgraves. So we have to have someone there to like have a good laugh. I'd probably like Liam Gallagher. Would be a good laugh.
Is he not a troublemaker?
No, I feel
Or
like
his brother is a
no,
troublemaker?
I feel like he would be a really good laugh.
Who would you have as the eye candy?
Oh, Harry Styles.
Oh! You got Harry Styles, Dolly Parton, Casey Musgraves, Liam Gallagher, the dark side, and
Yeah.
Neeve Zahra.
Yeah,
That sounds like a
Maybe Paolo for another bit of eye candy.
Paolo Nutini.
Just in case.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I wouldn't get bored of Harry, but just in case.
And if you were stranded in a desert island, you couldn't get anywhere. What 3? Now there's only 3 objects now. You can't have any more. What 3 things would you want with you and why? Can be people.
Oh, it can be people.
Yes, it can be people. It can be objects. It can be books.
I'd probably be my guitar. Probably my mum, because I probably just couldn't.
Be lost without your mum.
Yeah.
That's another song.
But also, like, she'd defo find a way to not get stranded. I'd just be able No, she really, I would just be like, my mum's here, everything's fine, we're gonna get out of this. If, like, I was with anybody else, I'd be like, we're gonna die. But, guitar, mum,
Harry Styles.
you love Harry Styles as well, so that actually would be a really good time. We could have a No,
That one's staying in.
you're gonna have to cut that out.
We don't cut these things here. We don't cut those things, but that's
I didn't
fine.
mean it like that. I mean, we could have a good jam.
So you've got your guitar, mum, and Harry Styles. Is Harry Styles a day?
No, Harry Styles is gone now.
Right, okay, so pick something else.
Gone.
Pick
Harry
something
Styles
else.
is gone. And then, can you have your phone? Because I could just call someone.
Well, you could have your phone, but you've no way of charging it really
Oh.
on a desert island, unless there's power in it, just unless you find some sort of...
I don't know what else I could bring. Because I don't like books. I really don't know.
Hello?
No.
Your dad?
No boys. No boys.
Mum and dad and you and a guitar.
Probably my brother. I'd probably bring my brother.
Ah.
Just because I feel like you'd be sad without.
Yeah.
Just me.
So you just 3 of you just leave dad at home.
Yeah.
Bye, Dad. See you later.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, that would be fine. That would be cool. It's not very interesting.
No, that's fine. Well, Harry Styles probably went.
Oh god, that's gonna haunt me.
Favorite movie?
Ooh, a Hannah Montana movie.
Are you a Hannah Montana fan?
Am I? Yes. Biggest Hannah Montana fan you'll probably ever meet.
Oh.
There's like videos of me when I'm maybe like 9, 10, with like a Hannah Montana guitar being like, got the best of both worlds. I love Hannah Montana. That's my go-to movie.
Cool. You said you didn't like books, so there's no point me asking you your favourite book.
Probably not.
No.
I'm not a book person yet. I feel like I'm gonna develop into a book person.
They say that like the more you read, that gives you inspiration for songwriting.
Yeah, I feel like, but my niggle is like every time I've ever gone to read a book, I'm like, I could be writing a song right now. But I should probably be getting inspiration.
Yeah, but then like some like that. What's that book? It Ends With Us.
Yeah, I would probably want to read something like that.
April J wrote a song specifically about that book.
Yeah.
When she read it. So it does kind of.
No, I'm
get the
gonna do
creative
it.
juices flowing.
Yeah.
As they say. As the saying goes. So new music. Have you any upcoming? What is the plan?
So I have a single waiting and ready. I don't have a release date yet, but I have a single there. It's a bit more poppy than I've ever gone.
Ooh.
It's a co-write with Kyle Falconer from The View.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. How did that come about?
So me and Kyle are actually really good
Buddies?
friends.
You didn't have to time travel for that.
No, I didn't have to time travel. No, we're really good friends, and have been for a few years. And then he loves Shania Twain, like he's obsessed. And he was like, let's write some songs. So we write together quite a lot now, and have become really good friends. Yeah.
Cool. Is this like a new direction for your music, do you think?
I think this is like this one is like the most poppy I'd ever go. just because it's like a cover and it's different, I still love it and it's still very me. I would never just go full on out of the direction of what I love. But yeah, I think this is the poppiest you'll ever hear me. Well, never say never, but think so.
What's the title? Or can you divulge the title?
It's called The Best Thing.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a very like, I think it's like a feel good like drive car road trip kind of vibe.
So the
Driving
reason I do
your
that,
Fiat
the reason I do
500.
that is because me and DC did a little video for Vic Allen, and she had a song called Drive.
Oh really?
So when you're talking about driving, that's what we were doing. In the car. It was hilarious. So if you want a little cameo, if
You
you're
could
gonna
do
do
that.
You could do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't we, DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Fiat
brilliant.
500.
I'll tell you, that song needs to be written. Watch this space. So that song needs to be. Are you going to write it now?
I'm gonna have to.
You're going to have to.
It's gonna have to be done.
It is going to have to be, and I think it's a Neeve Zahra, right?
Yeah.
Take it to the view person and see what he comes up with too. And you never know. Where can people find out more about Neeve Zahra?
I have all social media. It's Neeve, spelled Neeve Zahra. Neeve Zahra Music on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. And my music's on Spotify and everything. So
Thank you for your time and
Thank
coming
you
to
for
do a
having
more
me.
sessions with us, because I don't know if this is the last one, but I feel awful sad because it's the last day. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing and hearing this new single, as well as your opera debut.
well, get the hashtag out.
Hashtag Neeve Zahra for the Opry.
Hashtag Fiat 500.
Fiat 500!
Welcome to the Moho Session hashtag. We're taking it on the road.